You know that moment when you open your banking app and your stomach just drops? You see the number, minus $10,247. Credit cards, buy now, pay later, maybe a personal loan on top. You tell yourself, okay, this is the year I finally pay this off. But then rent hits. Gas, groceries, that random $200 car repair, and by the time the month is over, your balance has barely moved or even gone up. So you swipe again. You use your card for Starbucks before your 9 to 5, DoorDash after your commute, and that one-time Amazon purchase at midnight while scrolling TikTok. You watch the balance climb and think, this is never going away. This is just my life now. If that feels uncomfortably accurate, this is for you. Because you are not lazy. You are not stupid with money. And you're definitely not doomed to be the broke friend forever. You're just stuck in a debt system you never designed. And today, we're going to build you a new one. A simple 1% better debt freedom system that can pay off $10K without budget hell. No spreadsheets that take 3 hours. No financial guru yelling at you to never buy coffee again. No, you're a failure if you ever eat out. Just calm, realistic steps. You, your numbers, and a system that quietly works in the background while you live your life. Let's start with the big truth. Debt isn't only about math. If it were, everyone would already be debt-free. Debt is about emotion, stress, shame, overwhelm. It's about the moment you swipe your card because you're exhausted, anxious, or just want a tiny hit of "I deserve this" after a long day. Your brain is not trying to ruin your life. Your brain just wants relief. It wants comfort now, even if future you pays the price. So when you're drowning in bills, your brain doesn't say, "Let's open Excel and optimize interest rates." It says, "Let's not think about this at all." You avoid your statements. You make minimum payments. You say, "I'll deal with this later." That's not a character flaw. That's a nervous system trying not to panic. So we're not going to bully you into change. We're going to make the system less scary and more automatic. Think of this as your debt freedom system. Not a budget, not a punishment. A system that lets you live while your debt shrinks quietly in the background. We're going to use 5 simple rules. You don't need to nail all 5 at once. You just need to start with one. Rule number 1, face the number without freaking out. Right now, your brain is probably treating your debt like a horror movie. The less you look, the scarier it feels. So we're going to turn on the lights. Gently. Here's the concept. You can't build a plan around a mystery. You need one clean, uncluttered number to work with. Not vibes. Not around 10,000 something. A real number. Imagine this. It's a Sunday afternoon. You're in your apartment, laundry going, maybe coffee on the table. You sit down with your phone and a notebook. You open each account one by one. Credit card 1. Credit card 2. Buy now, pay later. Personal loan on top. Instead of spiraling, you just write. Name of the lender, balance, minimum payment, interest rate if you can see it. That's it. No math yet, no judgment, just a list. You total it up. Maybe it's 6,800. Maybe it's 10,420. Maybe it's more. And your brain wants to scream. But this is the moment you say, "I'm allowed to feel scared, and I'm also allowed to take control." Tiny action for today. Your 1% move is this. Open one account, just one. Write down the balance and minimum payment. If that's all you do today, you've already changed your story. Because now it's not a shadow, it's a number. Numbers can be moved. Rule number 2, Build a debt engine payment that runs on autopilot. Minimum payments are a trap. They're designed to keep you paying forever. But here's the thing. You don't need a complicated budget to start paying more. You just need a simple engine. A debt engine is one fixed amount you commit to sending toward debt every month. That's more than the sum of your minimums. For example, let's say all your minimums together are $250 a month. Instead of telling yourself, "I'll pay extra when I can," you decide, "My debt engine is $350 every month." That extra $100 is what actually moves the needle. That's your 1%. It doesn't have to be $100. It could be $30. It could be $50. What matters is that it's consistent. Think of it like a subscription, except this time, the subscription is to future you being free. You already pay for Netflix, Spotify, and maybe a random app you forgot about. This is the one subscription that gives your life back. Here's the tiny step. Look at what you actually paid toward debt last month. Add it up. Minimums plus any extra. Now decide on a new number that is slightly higher but still realistic. Maybe you paid $260. Your new debt engine is $300. You're not doubling it, you're just nudging it up. Next, go into your bank or Paycheck app. Set up automatic payments so that total leaves your account every month on the same day, right after your paycheck hits. That way, you don't have to remember. You don't have to be motivated. It just happens. You are removing willpower from the equation. Rule number 3, choose your payoff path. Snowball or Avalanche, based on your psychology, not perfection. You might have heard of these before. Debt snowball means you pay off the smallest balance first. Debt avalanche means you pay off the highest interest rate first. Mathematically, Avalanche usually wins. But emotionally, Snowball often keeps real humans going. Here's why. With Snowball, you attack the smallest debt with every extra dollar from your debt engine, while still paying minimums on the rest. When that smallest debt hits zero, you get a win, a closed account, a weight off your mind. And then you roll that payment into the next smallest debt. Your payment snowball gets bigger and bigger. With Avalanche, you target the debt that's costing you the most interest first. Maybe it's that 28% store card. You might not see a zero balance for a while, but you save more money long term. There's no right choice for everyone. If you're the kind of person who needs quick wins to stay motivated, Snowball is your friend. If seeing interest charges makes your blood boil, Avalanche might be your fuel. Here's the 1% step. Look back at your list of debts. Circle either smallest balance first or highest interest first. Don't overthink it. Pick the one that feels more motivating in your body right now. Then, take your extra debt engine money, the amount above your combined minimums, and point it at that one target debt. Every month, same target, until it's gone. You're not trying to fight 5 fires at once. You're pouring water on one. Rule number 4. Create a no new debt zone without going into monk mode. The fastest way to stay stuck is this: paying down debt on one side while quietly swiping it back up on the other. It's like trying to empty a bathtub with the faucet on. But here's the problem. Most advice says just stop spending, which is not helpful when you have actual bills, a life, and a nervous system. So instead of pretending you'll never swipe a card again, we're going to make it harder to go deeper into debt without making your life miserable. Think of your life in 2 categories. Number 1, true emergencies and real needs. Number 2, emotion-driven, I just want to feel better swipes. You're not going to be perfect, but you can design your environment so that impulsive swipes are not the default. Tiny tweaks. Remove your credit card from shopping apps. No card saved on Amazon. No card saved in food delivery. Put your physical cards somewhere slightly annoying, not in your phone case, not in your most used wallet pocket, maybe in a drawer at home or a different compartment. Turn on alerts for credit card transactions. Every time your card is used, you get a ping. Not to shame you, just to keep you conscious. Then set one simple rule. No new debt for non-essentials this month. You can still spend on fun. You can still go out, order food, buy clothes. But fun is funded by your checking account, not borrowed from future you. If your account says no, the answer really is no. Your 1% step here. Today, pick one app, Amazon, Uber Eats, a clothing app, and delete the saved card. Just one. You'll be shocked how many "I'll just grab this" moments disappear when you have to get up, grab your card, and type the numbers in. Rule number 5. Find your debt freedom dollars in your actual life, not in Fantasyland. This is where people usually go into budget hell. I'll just cut everything. No eating out, no streaming, no fun. They do it for a week, feel miserable, and snap back harder than before. Instead, we're looking for small, painless trims, the 1% cuts, stuff you won't actually miss. Here's the concept. You don't need to live like a monk. You just need to find a handful of dollars each month that are better used killing debt than killing time. Examples. That subscription you forgot about. The gym you haven't been to in 3 months because you work out at home now. The $60 you spend on random delivery fees because you grocery shop without a list. The $40 impulse Starbucks line on workdays when you could make coffee at home 3 times a week. We're not taking away all coffee. We're not banning restaurants. We're just shaving the edges. Micro action. Open your statements for the last 30 days. Scan for 3 categories: subscriptions, food delivery, impulse small buys under $20. Then pick one thing to cut or reduce. Just one. Cancel one subscription, or say no delivery on weekdays, or decide home coffee Monday through Thursday. Whatever small change you make, move that exact amount into your debt engine. If you save $25, your debt engine just went from $300 to $325. You've literally converted mess spending into debt-killing power without hating your life. Rule number 6. Use micro milestones to stay sane on the way to 10K. 10K is a big number. If you only focus on that, you'll feel like you're not making progress even when you are. So we're going to break it up. Imagine your 10K as 10 1K blocks. Every time you knock out $1,000, that's a milestone. You celebrate, you acknowledge it. You don't say, "Yeah, but I still have so far to go." You say, "I just moved 1 block." Maybe you choose visual milestones, like a simple chart on your wall with 10 boxes. Each box is $1,000 of total debt gone. Every time your total balance drops by another $1,000, you color in a box. Or you could do it by individual debts. Paid off the store card. That one buy now, pay later is officially dead. Your brain needs to see wins. Otherwise, it will constantly tell you, "This isn't working. Why bother?" 1% step. Right now, pick one milestone that matters to you. It could be first $500 paid off, first small card closed, first time total debt drops under 9K. When you hit it, plan a small, non-debt creating reward. Maybe it's a cheap takeout meal, a paid movie night at home, a day off from thinking about money. You're not punishing yourself into freedom. You're rewarding yourself for consistency. Now let's bring all of this to life with a story. There's this guy named Marcus, 29 years old, works a regular 9-to-5 customer support job, does Uber on weekends for extra cash. He lives in a small 1-bedroom apartment with rent that feels too high for what it is. He has about $11,000 in debt, 2 credit cards, a buy now, pay later order for a laptop, and a lingering personal loan from when his car broke down. Every month, he pays his minimums, about $280 total. Every month, he's exhausted, stressed, and keeps telling himself, "I'll start really paying this off when I make more money." But more money never magically shows up. He scrolls credit TikTok, sees people paying off 50K in a year by working 3 jobs and never going out. And instead of feeling inspired, he feels defeated. "That's not realistic for me," he thinks. "So I guess I'll just be in debt forever." One day, after another minimum payment only month, he's sitting at his kitchen table staring at his phone. He stumbles on a simple idea. Don't get out of debt with willpower. Build a system. So he tries something different. He gives himself 1 hour. First, he writes everything down. Card 1, $4,200. Card 2, $3,100. BNLP laptop, $900. Personal loan, $2,800. Total, $11,000. He wants to freak out. Instead, he just sits with it. That's a lot, he admits, but at least now I know. Next, he adds up his minimums. They're $280. He realizes he can realistically commit to $350 a month without destroying his life if he trims some stuff. He sets his debt engine at $350. He goes into his bank app and creates automatic payments totaling that $350 right after his payday. Then he chooses his approach. Marcus is very motivated by psychology. He needs quick wins. So he chooses the Snowball method. His smallest debt is the $900 BNPL laptop. He decides that all his extra payment, everything above minimums, will go into killing that first. He looks at his spending. He realizes he has 3 subscriptions he doesn't really use: random weekday DoorDash orders because he's too tired from work, and daily energy drinks from the gas station before his shift. He cancels 2 subscriptions. He makes a rule: no delivery Monday through Thursday, and he decides to buy a case of energy drinks at Costco instead of paying convenience store prices. Total saved? About $70 a month. He bumps his debt engine from $350 to $420. First month, he sees his BNPL balance drop faster than usual. Second month, he closes it. His first full debt is gone. He colors in the first box on his chart. He goes on a cheap movie night with a friend as a celebration, paid for in cash. Now that $40 BNPL payment doesn't disappear. He rolls it into the next debt, the $2,800 loan. His debt engine is still $420, but now more of that is hitting principal, not just keeping him afloat. Month by month, his total balance drops: $11,000, $10,400, $9,700, $8,900. One night, 6 months in, he notices his total debt is under $9K. He hasn't sacrificed everything. He still sees friends. He still orders pizza sometimes. He still has streaming, but his system is quietly working. Debt engine, Snowball, no new debt zone. Tiny cuts, milestones. After about 2 years, his $11K is gone. Not because he suddenly became a different person, not because he started making 6 figures, because he built a system that allowed regular Marcus to win. That's the whole point. Your job is not to become a perfect, hyper-disciplined machine. Your job is to design a system that works even when you're tired, stressed, or scrolling at midnight. So here's your mini challenge. For the next 7 days, you're not going to overhaul your whole life. You're going to build the foundation of your debt freedom system. Day 1. Write down all your debts and minimums. No judgment, just clarity. Day 2. Decide your debt engine number. Something a little higher than your current total payments, but still realistic. Day 3. Set up automatic payments so that amount leaves your account every month right after payday. Day 4. Choose Snowball or Avalanche. Circle one. Pick your first target debt. Day 5. Find $20 to $50 in your last month of spending that you can cut or reduce. Increase your debt engine by that amount. Day 6. Create your first milestone. Maybe first $500 paid off or first card closed. Write it down somewhere you'll see it. Day 7. Pick one app and delete your saved card. Move one step closer to a true no new debt zone. That's it. 7 days. 7 small moves. No budget hell. No shame spiral. You are not your debt. You are not your past swipes. You are not the minimum payment version of yourself. You are a person learning to run a new system, one that protects you, one that pays off $10K and beyond, 1% at a time. If this spoke to you, I want you to lock it in with a sentence. Comment this below. I'm becoming the kind of person who pays down debt on purpose. Type it out. Make it real. If you want more calm, faceless videos like this, no fake hustle, just systems that actually fit your life, hit subscribe. Tap like so this reaches more people stuck in the same loop, and share this with one friend who keeps saying, I'll start paying off debt someday. You are not behind. You are right on time to